my name is Constanze Stelzenmueller. I'm the Robert Bosch Senior Fellow at the Center on the United States and Europe at the Brookings Institution in Washington, D.C.
What's the importance of having a conversation like this?
Think tankers go to conferences in order to learn from each other, to learn from policymakers, and to maintain their networks. So having a conference on Russia at a day and time when Russia is so critical to our security and our prosperity and the survival of the Western project is always a good idea.
Now, as a think tanker, you've gone to many of these conferences. What is it that you hope is carried forward, and how is it used in the grander strategy?
I can see why the Marshall Center in Garmisch would want to talk about these issues. It's obviously a core NATO issue, today more than ever before. And I think all of us think about the impact of Russian behavior, Russian aggression on our own political spaces, be they national, be they alliance, or indeed that of the European Union.
How important is understanding German strategy in this discussion? In other words, can we have a discussion without understanding the German perspective?
Well, the Marshall Center is on German territory, so that would be a reason. And I would say that the Germans, with their geolocation at the middle of Europe, as the strong and powerful neighbor of a number of small, vulnerable, and very exposed states, has a very important role to play, both within NATO, within the EU, and within the transatlantic relationship with America.
What do you see are the biggest challenges facing the US, Germany, and Russia in this re-engagement discussion? Again,
I would say define re-engagement. There are terms, I think, on which we can't really re-engage, and terms on which we can re-engage. I think that's as yet to be discussed. But the challenge, I think, is Russian behavior, Russian motivations. To some degree, also Russian strategic decline. I would say an additional challenge is the uncertainty we experience from three things. The crises around the European territory in the Middle East and Europe's periphery in the East. Internal crises of legitimacy and governance in the EU. And a new crisis for us, at any rate, or a new uncertainty, is the impact of the Trump administration and its policies or its attitudes on the transatlantic relationship.